Well, welcome back. Today we're down at the mouth of the Waiau River looking to do a bit of whitebaiting. Solo trip this time, Max had other stuff on, and the conditions are not too bad here. Light wind, a little bit of rain falling, which is a bit of a shame. It was fine up in Te Anau when we left, and gradually a lot worse as we drove down. The mouth has migrated along the coast another few hundred metres, so we've got a bit of walking in front of us. Looks to be a few people down there set netting and a few scoopers further down, so we'll go down and join them and see how we go. Well, on the walk down to the mouth, I got regaled with stories of people catching 30, 40 pound in a day, 6, 7, 8 pound in a lift. But that was all a few weeks ago when the river was running a bit higher. It's pretty quiet here, the river's pretty low. There were two guys right down the front fishing. One left as I was unpacking the truck and the other one's just left now. I didn't go down because it's a bit rough for me with the bigger net. So I'm just here under the cliffs, waiting for the pushers to come in and see if it pushes some whitebait in. There's still ones and twos coming up. I saw a small shoal just go over the top of the net. Actually, I was daydreaming for a minute. I actually went back and got them. A little bit afraid with that first scoop. I just cleaned them all out, and they're just ones that have been sitting there for a while. It seems to be one or two. Still relatively early in the tide. We've got somebody netting right down the front again, so he seems to be picking up and clearing out his net every now and then. So yeah, we'll hang around and see how it goes. So excited, just saw one gone in, lifted up, got two. See that? There's 20 or 30 in there. So as you can see, we're picking up a few. We probably got 30 in that last one. It's pretty hard work. There's not much current here. The pushers are coming up, driving you up the beach and then back down into the river. So I think we'll pack up now. Just got to be mindful of the tide coming in and where I've parked the truck, so we better get that out before it gets washed away. But we'll be back. There's still, I think, another 4 weeks left of the season down here, so we'll try and get down here another couple of times as well. So we're back down at the Waiau mouth. It's 2 weeks later. We're half an hour after low tide. There's nobody about, which doesn't bode well. There's one guy down the front in an inflatable who's got a set net out, but other than that, the place is deserted. But we'll trundle down and see if we can pick up a few whitebait. See, the Waiau River runs into an estuary that's several kilometres long, and then right where it empties into the sea it gets quite swift. So we're going to have a drag along here, see if there's any whitebait sitting in the calmer areas. There's no waves really pushing up at the moment, so it should be okay for us, and we'll see how we go. There's nothing in there. it's pretty quiet down here. There was one guy come down on a motorbike, stuck his little set net in down the front there, waited about 10 minutes and left. I've had a drag down the front. It's okay. It might be a bit better when the tide comes up a bit more. There's a big sort of a backwash, back eddy down near the front, which doesn't help. There's one in the net, which is, I don't know if that's good news, I don't think it is good news, which means officially down at the Waiau mouth today there are more jet boaters than there are whitebait. It's a sad state of affairs. Well, we had another drag and got absolutely nothing. I've took the one whitebait I've caught out of the net and I liberated it back to nature, and no, I didn't put it back in the river because it was dead. I gave it to the seagulls. Now I got about 10 of them hanging around here. I had to forward back earlier to get a bucket just in case, and I did see a wee shoal in a backwater. There was about 50 of them there. No point dragging for them though. The water was absolutely still, so no current to help work the net. But we'll hang around here for a little bit more. I've just watched a whole lot of jet boaters leave. We'll have a drag or two more. It's still relatively early in the tide, so you never know, but it's not looking too good at the moment. Big fat nothing. See that, but there is one more in there. Oh, just saw one go in. Oh, there you go. Some hope. So about 25 in that lot, which is a lot better than it was. The only question is that a one-off rogue shoal, or is that the start of something better? We better have a few more scoops and find out. So we just had 3 drags in a row without emptying the net, getting 25, maybe 30 each time. So there's a couple coming up now. still picking up a wee few, not as many as before, and it's getting a bit rough. I don't like the look of it. It's getting a bit dangerous. A bit hard to hold the nets and the pushes that come up the river, so I'm going to cross back over the little lagoon now. Don't know how deep that's going to be, and we might have 1 or 2 scoops on the other side, then we might pack it up for the day. So there you have it, just under a cup. We'll take it home and clean it up properly. She was hard work today, but good thing we stuck around because we did pick up a little bit in the end, and it's always nice having a day out in the river. I just threw all the stuff on the back, got changed, then hopped in the truck, and it started raining. We haven't had a drop of rain all day, so that was pretty good luck. Well, it's the last weekend of the whitebaiting season here in Southland. We're back down at the Waiau mouth. I got Max with me today. He's got his net, I got my net. There's nobody down the front here. Sea's a bit rough, but Max has had 1 drag and he's caught 1 whitebait, so there's a little bit of hope there. We're going to see how we go. Gonna make it? Just. It's a nice push actually. So we've been down here for about half an hour and it is dead. I have not caught 1 whitebait. Max hasn't caught any more, so he's got 1. Here it is in our bucket. He's a bit lonely. Max has called him tasty, but I reckon he might not be tasty today because I think he might get his freedom. And Max is reminding me that he is up on the whitebait numbers game 1 now, which is a bit sad. There, I think. Yes. I don't know. Not many. Just a cockabilly. You know, we're here to catch whitebait, Max, not cockabillies.
I want you to lose. What's that we've got? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all. Oh, look at that. Dad takes the lead.
Well, I thought I had some in there, but there's none in there. Anyway, we're going to call it a day here. It's getting a bit rough. There's going to be no substantial whitebait come up today, I suspect, given how few have caught so far. But I did get those 4x4 beating Max, and he's really annoyed about it. But that's it for the season. It's been a little bit disappointing. The season has been a good one though. We've heard of some really good catches around the place, including, you know, 30, 40, 50 pounds in a day down here at this river, and plenty of days like that at some of the other rivers in Southland as well. So we just didn't turn up at the right place on the right day, and that's how it goes with whitebaiting. But tune in next year, because we'll be back. My net is better than bacon. Where's your net? That's like ham. It's not even like ham. It's pork. It's a stinky old boar pork.